Hello and welcome back to SMT5. So between episodes I did what I said I would do. I did some grinding. Idun is level 77, and if we have a look at my items here, you will see that we have 8 Gospels now and 24 Grimoires, so we can level a fairly long way at this point. To do this, I went to every single Mitama spawn on the map, and this is our reward from it. I'm probably going to have to do that again if we want to reach level 99, but I don't believe they respawn that quickly, so that was the reason why I had to stop there. One thing I did notice though, which is quite cool, and it's useful if anybody is doing this on their own playthrough. If you fail to run into a Mitama, all you need to do is go back to the save, as in just use your LB, go back to the save and run back to the same spot, and the Mitama will still be there. I don't know if it works if you reload the area completely, but if you just go far enough away through that teleport and then come back, the Mitama stays there. Very useful because there's one brown Mitama spot which is very easy to mess up. You'll also see though that we have 360 glory, because while getting the Mitamas, I also got a ton of glory things while I was there. Now, I don't know if I've already done the sell. I don't think I have, so I did also pick up a tiny bit of money, so let's have a look and see what we can get. Yes, okay, so sell all.
Looking to sell, are you?
Just a minor 140,000 mata to add to our collection. So we're pretty rich now in terms of resources. So, what's the plan? Well, first of all, we're going to go to World of Shadows, and we are going to go and spend our miracles. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is that we level up to level 82. And that's everybody in our party levels up to level 82. We do Demon Fusion. We make sure we've got everybody we want to use in a fight up to a reasonable level with our Grimoires. And then we go and fight Ra. And that's basically the plan. So, that's Apotheosis. Then we will learn Miracles. Let's see, if we got any in here that I still want. I don't really need Deathly Aura. I don't think it has any purpose at all. I've never even seen Deathly Aura 1 really work, so that's fine. Recruiting demons in battle will cause them to level up. That's not going to happen again. Actually, I think it'll happen once more, which isn't really, worth it. That's not really worth it. Talking with a demon, nope, not worth it. All enemies will have a random stat lowered by 1 rank at the start of a battle. That's interesting. I could see a world in which that is useful to us, but I don't know what 1 rank means. Like, it doesn't mean that their agility will go from like 80 to 79. Because if it does, that's not really that useful. Does it mean that a skill proficiency will drop? So, like, their fire will go from a +8 to a +7? Now, that's actually a much more meaningful thing. Does it mean that they're going to have their defense lowered by 1, their attack lowered by 1? That would also be interesting at the start of a fight. You join the fight, their attack is lowered by 1. It's not incredible, but that could be cool. We should maybe try that. You know what, let's just buy it.
You wish to learn this?
Let's see what happens. Enhanced Summon is one that I think that we need to have, because we constantly summon in and out. Now this also does say random stat raised by 1 rank. Maybe it does mean attack, defense, and whatever the other one is for those ones. Yeah, it might mean that.
You wish to learn.
Let's do that anyway. Let's just buy it. See what happens. Magatsuhi gauge increasing at the start of a battle doesn't matter, because for any battles we have remaining, we can guaranteed max out the gauge before the battle. So none of that matters. Okay, so we got everything on that line. Doctrine, completed. Awakening. Empowering Cheer 2 is one that we haven't got. HP and MP are fully recovered when leveling up. Well, that's the exact same as the Supremacy one down here. As in, exact same as this. Because we can always make sure HP and MP are full for any fights that we need those for. So that's fine. So that's okay. And then Cosmos, where I don't believe we have enough glory for anything. Oh, we have enough for Electric Master. Yeah, you know what? Let's just push up our Electric a little bit. See how that goes. I imagine if we beat Ra, we might actually get some large glory crystals, so that'll probably be how we finish off our physical mastery and other things such as that. Anyway, cool. So we'll head out of here, and then I'm going to go items, gospel, and then we're just going to go find some enemies. Now we do have to leave this area, Actually, we don't. There's some enemies down this way. I was going to say because there aren't any enemies in it, but there are a few in this bit of the area, so... Actually, this is fine. They're not that far away. Yeah, there we go. I can see them on the mini-map now. Also, every single Mitama farming guide that I looked up, because I was trying to find the locations of all the Mitamas, every single one of them was like, well, it would be quicker if you just used the DLC. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to use the DLC for some reason. I've got like that mental block. I'm like, yeah, okay, literally all it does is decrease the grind, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. Hey, defense down. So that's what it does. It just lowers one of those stats. It's not mind-blowing, but it could be useful. I mean, if you start a fight and you manage to get attack down or something, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyway, we leveled up. We got a charm gem from these guys as well. I'm going to put a point in in agility. I think agility is a very important stat for us. I think continuing to put points in agility is probably the right move. Especially for the Return of the True Demon fight. I think that's going to be very, very important. I don't think raising magic anymore is important. I think raising agility so we don't miss is going to be crucial. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to use Grimoires, but that's okay. We can cope. Right, there we go. Because I forgot that I could also Grimoire while doing this now. Right, agility up. Let's just do one Grimoire one, and then we'll keep them in line. So, Idun's going to level up with us. Zhao's going to level up. Tao is going to level up. Anyone else? Lakshmi, maybe? Fion? Amanazako? We have quite a lot. I think Amanazako... I think they're the only ones that I'm probably not going to get rid of immediately. Even Zhao, I'm like, leveling him kind of feels like maybe I made the wrong choice there, because he might be one that we get rid of. But anyway, Amanazako, Idun are guarantees. So probably Amanazako, Idun, Zhao, Odin. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Right, let's go kill something else. Goodbye, this random cat. Don't need to see you anymore. Hey, attack down. And that's to all enemies. That's really cool. Yeah, it's actually a really useful thing to have. They all hit the same target. I love it. There we go. You survived? Okay. They survived much longer than they had any right to. I should have just used my almighty AoE, but that's okay. We also got Essence, which is a really low drop, but hey, whatever. Oh, that's full heal. We don't need full heal. Your job is not to heal a singular target. We can make that happen in many ways. Nice. Chakra drop. Cool. Next up, we're going to do a little bit more of this. So, Grimoire. Tao's going to Grimoire. I still haven't decided what we're doing with Cyrenup. We'll think about it. I may level him as a meme. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, though. Right. Let's kill another one, then everybody should be like at the right level for us to move on. I think. Roughly. Yes, so I should just use this move. Yeah, it's much better. Much more efficient. So Dude levels up. We got a muscle drink. Tao leveled up. Manazako levels up, and we get Almighty Pleroma. Right. So now, Gospel. I actually realized that a Manazako does actually need one more. Yeah, one more of those. That's fine. Right. Attack. This is actually a great area to do this due to the large number of like individual mobs that are around. Yeah, this is fantastic. There we go. They're dead. We leveled up, level 80. Continuing to just put points into agility. Manazako levels up, gets Thunder Rain. And we get a Life Stone. Ooh. Then we're going to go for yet another Gospel. And Grimoire and Adun. Grimoire and Zao. And one for Manazako. I should have enough. And one for Tao. Yeah, I should have enough here to get us to level 82. Like, just about enough. I mean, Gospels, obviously, I have enough. But I mean, I'm talking about the Grimoires. To get everybody up to the right level. Divine Arapol. Cool. We will take another point in agility. Idun levels up again. Concentrate Gem. Zao levels up. Tao levels up. Manazako levels up. Poison Master. What a skill. Literally couldn't choose not to take it. Another Concentrate Gem. Oh, okay. I was thinking there must be a build. I was saying in one of the previous fights that there must be a build that you can do with concentrating critical gems, like making them like a big part of your build. I don't know. It'd be cool to try at some point, maybe. But I don't know. Maybe not. Right, over here. I suppose you only get well, maybe you get 20 of them. I was going to say, I thought for a second I was going to say you only get 10, but I think actually you get 20, in which case that's even, like, better. Cool. They're dead. We should now reach our level that we need for the fight. Or the level we want to be to have it be a fair fight. June levels up. Got a Concentrate Gem. Zao levels up. Critical Gem. Hey, they're just filling us with these gems. That was like, hey, maybe we should use them. Right, so no more Gospels. Now it's all Grimoires. So Grimoire for everyone in our main party. We do have to do an extra fight because I must have missed Tao on one of them, unfortunately. Okay, then a Manazako. Right, although we're probably not going to use Tao for the fight, so it probably doesn't matter whether she's level 81 or 82, but we should make her 82 just to line up. Right, down here. They are both dead. So, Idun levels up, Zao levels up, Odin levels up, Tao levels up, Amanazako levels up, and now we just have one last one, which is one last Grimoire for Tao. And yes, we are pretty much out of Grimoires. On the positive side, when I was doing my Mitama farm, I did find out what we kind of already knew, which is that red Mitamas are by far the most common, and red gets you Grimoires, so, you know, it's a problem that will solve itself eventually. Also, there's a red one in the Odaiba area, and the Odaiba Bridge area is I believe, always 4 of the type of enemy, so you get a lot more. I might be wrong, though, because I haven't actually found the brown Mitama in that area, which gives you the Gospels. I don't know if you get 4 Gospels. If you do, then it probably makes sense just to reload that area over and over again to get them, but who knows. I believe there's also only 1 brown one in each area, so like 1 spawn for them, which makes it a little bit more difficult. Anyway, I'm just going to chronicle deeds after doing that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look at World of Shadows. We have 360,000, I think, to spend. So we should be good here.
Welcome.
You know what? I don't want it to be messed up by Death's Shadow, as funny as it would be. Let's just run around. So I just wait until the moon phase moves on to the next one, which should be any second now. There we go. 1 of 8, I believe nothing happens on. From what I've been told, empty or full has a chance of bad stuff or random stuff happening, and then everything else just doesn't matter. Right, register.
Are you registering?
Yep. And then we're going to have a look at Demon Fusion, Special Fusion. So level 82, we can make Uriel and we can make Huanglong. Okay. Neither of them cost that much. We have nothing for you. We have nothing for you. How many slots do I have free? I have 4 slots free. Okay, so I could make another one if I wanted to here. And reverse compendium. Yeah, I'm up to Amon. We could use Mithras, but I can probably get a better Flamus than that one, or at least a cheaper Flamus than that one. Right. Let's work this out. Special fusion. Have I... Wait, you're unregistered? Wait a second. Did I never make you? Did I make him after I did my save? I guess I did. Huh. I thought I'd made him before, but I guess I must have made him after the backup save. Huh. Anyway, whatever.
Welcome to the...
It really doesn't matter. I guess we can make him again as well. What do we need for Vasuki? We need Anata, Yurlonger, and Fafnir. That was probably why I was keeping Fafnir, huh? So much did these cost? So that's 100,000, 140,000, 240,000. Okay. I'm going to make this guy because he's actually fairly cheap. His resistances are kind of alright. His stats are terrible. But I'm going to make him anyway. Right. Ah, he's kind of a healer-ish. But we don't have any healing abilities on him. Huh. He's kind of okay at buffing. We could, and given that he's hard to remove, we could make him a buffer debuffer. And it would be kind of just difficult to remove for the enemy. Let's go for raise all defense and raise all attack. Well, if he has Luster Candy, why does he need these? He needs these because they're a lot cheaper than Luster Candy. Okay, fair point. I could give him a taunt. Taunt's kind of an interesting idea, actually, for him. I don't need to remove debuff effects. Barely anything uses those. Lower attack of a foe. We already have these two things kind of covered. Yeah, so we kind of have those covered. I think that Great Life Spring makes sense for what we're doing here. So we're making him kind of a buffer, like a tanky buffer, basically. That's what we're going to do here. Could give him Life Spring as well, which would get him a little bit extra. Got anything else that he's good at? Not really. Not really. He's kind of very mediocre at everything else. I could increase the... greatly increase the damage of the next magic-based attack for one ally. Yeah, sure. You know what? I'll give him that one. Yeah, let's go with that. One of the holy dragons of Chinese lore, the golden dragon appears in times of great fortune or joy. His dominion over Earth extends to the four gods, Qinglong, Xuanyu, Zukui, and Bahu.
Is this
Let's go.
to your liking?
Big dragon. With many orbs. Cool. Happy with that. Does that lead to any more things in here? No. Okay. I think it's still worth checking after each one. Vasuki. Now, do we go and get Fafnir to save us 30,000? It's definitely a tempting one. I think we just make it. Like, money's not that hard to come by. I'll probably hate that later where I'm like, oh my god, where did all my money go? But, you know. Poison Master seems sensible, although he's going to get that anyway. Nullelect seems okay. Poison Adept. He is kind of the Poison King, so maybe I'll take that. Great Life Spring. Doesn't need Abyssal Mask. We're probably going to give him Poison Master over Slumber Vortex. Great Mana Spring seems useful. Maybe I give him a heal. A heal would be interesting for him. I give him Ice Pleroma as well, but it's not Greater Ice Pleroma, so why would I care? Nullelec is interesting. I'm a little bit conflicted here as to what I actually give him for that last one. Safeguard is cool. I think Safeguard is really, really good. Yeah, I think it's so good that I'm going to take it. Let's go. Because if his job is basically poison them and then just do nothing, then having him not miss is a great thing for him to do. Right. I don't need to read the lore. We've already done this guy. He's been in our party. He's been used. That's fine. We probably won't use him again, but... I'm still happy to bring him into our party again.
At your service.
Right.
Yes.
Poison Master, we will replace Slumber Vortex with Poison Master, which I believe is exactly what we did last time. Cool. He's kind of sorted. Anything new on our reverse compendium? No. Okay. Special. So Uriel. So we can go Throne and Camael. This gets us a level 82. Our Throne is just a base Throne. We could probably just go get another one. That would save us 24,000. Camael we did have to make, so... I think I'm just going to make him. I'll be honest with you. I'm just going to make this guy. I think that's the right... It's just the right thing to do here. This is fine. I think having a targeted fire attack is not terrible. It does kind of make him very fire focused, but that's not the worst. We can give him some nulls if we wanted to, like Null Force and Null Dark gives him 4 nulls, which is crazy. Heal Pleroma, he's not really gonna be a healer. He's kind of terrible at it. I think Great Life Spring more fits what we would use him for. And then after that, I mean, probably just... I mean, I could give him a heal. It's just so bad for him to spend a turn healing. I guess I give him a light attack. We get like a minor benefit to it. Yeah. That's probably our best move, and then we replace it with the single target light attack later. I think that makes sense. One of the 4 major angels. His name means Flame of God. That probably explains the fire moves. And he possesses knowledge of all celestial phenomena. He is also the first angel Satan met after falling to Earth. Awesome.
Is this
I will
demon to
make
your
him.
liking?
We have lost all of our money. Fair enough.
Let us cast out all heresy.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you now have the necessary demons to perform a new special fusion. Raphael. Yeah, we kind of saw it coming. So you make that with a Dominion, and then obviously the next one you make with Raphael, and then there is probably the level 95 Metatron, but it might be Michael then Metatron, but it's not showing us them yet. I think that's where it's going to be, but anyway. Raphael, I'm guessing, is good at something else. So he's good at Force. Yeah, so actually fusing them into each other is kind of awkward, because you're fusing this guy is like all into fire into somebody who's all into Force and hates fire. Means you end up with a very weird character, because basically you're only inheriting from Dominion. Now Dominion's like, for us, he's going to inherit nothing from Dominion. But he's kind of he's got healer traits, which Dominion has like some, but not a lot of. But then we could have given the healer stuff to this guy who could have passed it on, but then we also don't know what this one does, so who knows if that would have been a good idea. Anyway, we have a fire-based attacker now in the party. Reverse Compendium. Oh, we have a new one. Sandalphon. Okay, so that's Flamus plus Uriel.
Now then.
No, I don't really want to do that. I just want to have a look at it. See, here again, it's a little bit awkward, because this is one which is like, it has no fire affinity whatsoever, like positive or negative. It's just kind of there. It's more of an electric attacker, but even then it's more of an almighty physical attacker, but then it's got high magic, so probably it's an almighty attack. But then it's got the same affinity on electric as it does on almighty, so actually it's neither of them. It's actually more of a light one, because they got +5 on light. It's just an awkward character. Yeah, these are odd fusions. Anyway, next up, I want to do a Mon, I think. Yeah, we want to have a Mon in our party. A Mon we can make with a Flamus Mithras, which I think is probably by far our best way of doing it. Let's go make a cheap Flamus, because we have 1 slot for it, so we might as well do that. Reverse Compendium. Flamus. That'll be you. What is the cheapest way we can do it without using anyone in our current party? It would be these two. Okay, sure. Like, I'm going to be real with you. None of these are coming across.
Is this demon to your life?
Not at all. I think this demon is terrible. There we go. As he says. Okay. We're really not using that guy for his stats. We're using that guy for his ability to fuse with Mithras. Right. So, here, he has a severe fire attack to all foes, which ignores affinity resistance and pierces through. He has some heavy physical attacks. He's better at physical than he is at magic. Okay, and he has 2 to 4 heavy physical. Okay. Abyssal Mask to avoid being killed by ailments. We probably don't even need that on him. Do I want severe fire attack to all foes? It costs a lot less than his Mejdio Flames, which would make it seem like a good idea. So I'm going to take it. Now, we do potentially want to give him some of these. Because he gets, like, he's very good with that in terms of his affinity. I don't need to give him Great Life Spring, because he's already going to get that. Safeguard could be okay. I think Null Force and Null Elect are actually really cool as well. It gives him one weakness, the rest he either resists or completely nullifies. That's crazy good. I think maybe we give him Rakunda and these two. Safeguard is so good though. Alright, I'm going to take away the fire attack from him. I'm going to give him that. And I'm going to give him all 3 of these. And then we're also going to give him Great Life Spring. Cool. Lore. One of the 72 demons of Solomon's Ars Goetia. Also, you can tell that this guy is not from all the other... Like, I think this guy is new for this game. Because... Or maybe he was in 4, because I haven't played that. But because on all the other demons, it says they're one of the 72 demons of the Goetia. This one, it's like said, it's Solomon's Ars Goetia. You see there's like a little bit more flair to it. He is the 7th spirit of Goetia and the Grand Marquis of Hell. Amon is depicted in several different forms, sometimes appearing as a wolf with a serpent's tail, and other times appearing as having the head of an owl, the torso of a wolf, the tail of a snake, and sometimes replacing his hind legs altogether. It is said he bestows knowledge of the past and the future. He is incredibly loyal, having led his army to assist Satan when Satan rebelled against God. I wonder whether we can do a talk as well with this guy and Ra, because obviously they're connected. That'd be interesting. Right.
The pleasure is mine.
I like the little twitch in his head, like the little owl twitch. Okay, so he doesn't have Great Life Spring yet, but he will get it one day. Right, so now we've cleared out all of the special fusions. We've also cleared out the one that we wanted from there. So let's have a look at everyone else. So, Shirosha? I'm not going to make you with Odin. Are you crazy? I'm also not going to make you with Uriel because we need him for another fusion. Again, are you crazy? So we have no good fusions for this guy. I guess this is 73,000 is too much. 43,000... No. See, because we also have to use Odin for those ones. So 73,000 plus an extra 4,000 for Flamus is probably our cheapest. I kind of hate it, but I think that might be our cheapest way of doing that one. Alright, we'll put you on just the back burner for just now. So what do? You're like a physical attacker. That's your thing. Okay, so fusing you out of Kali... Not a bad idea. Ishtar, not a great fusion. However, Ishtar is not that useful anymore. How are you at healing? You don't have any. Okay. We can make you out of Vasuki, who we've just made. And this guy who has no stats. Make you out of Adramelech and Queen Meb. Now, Queen Meb has nothing. Adramelech has nothing. But it's a very cheap way of making this guy, and given that I don't really want to get rid of anyone else, actually seems like not a bad way of making him. So Mist Rush is 2 to 4 medium. That's a severe almighty attack. Chance of inflicting sleep and mirage, and then he has accuracy. What else do we want to give him? Fire is probably not going to be useful. We have a lot of fire characters right now, and he's not very good at it. Mazandine. Wobarian. Falconer, I guess. That's Mirage to all foes. So that's like just literally worse than that move. I guess I will give him a severe fire attack then, and then I guess Power Punch. But Power Punch is worse than Mist Rush, isn't it? Although this is random foes and this is one foe, so maybe that's the difference. Okay, so he's got a couple of things that we could get rid of. One of the 4 Oni controlled by Fujiwara no Chikata, who ruled Igata and Issei during the Hinan period. By suppressing its aura, thereby preventing others from sensing its presence, it can effectively ambush its enemies. Oni have been said to act as liaisons between humans and gods, and the Fudoki holds many records of such exchanges in this region.
Is this
Cool.
demon to your liking?
Yeah, we'll make it. Right, so, what's next? Well, one, can we use the thing that we just made to make this one? No. Aliet, what are you? You're a healer. So we could get rid of, like, Norn for you. Huang Long, it does seem like a bit of a waste having just made him to then get rid of him for, like, this guy. It's like, I'm you, but better. He is kinda, though. Like, just straight up a better Huang Long. In a way. Is there anyone else? I'm just seeing if we have a better fusion. I don't think we... I think that might be our answer. We get rid of the dragon that we literally just made. Get rid of Norn as well. The only problem is that we can only pass along 4 moves, right? Because it has these absolutely terrible moves here. So we can pass along full heal. Full heal plus bowl puts you up to absolute maximum health. You're not... Are you going to be as tanky? Yes, your vitality is also higher. I think this is the right move. I think we're just going to have to and ah about what we take. I think... Also, what's it? Accuracy evasion is the other one. Okay. I think that your best thing to take is probably going to be Boon Boost. That's actually huge as well. As is Great Life Spring. If I took both of those, Luster Candy and Bowl is a very mana hungry character. But maybe we bring it in as like a last resort. So we go Luster Candy, Bowl, Life Spring, Boon Boost. Basically bring it in, buff, heal up to full, and then you just, that's all the character can do. You're meant to have switched them out by the time you reach that far. Yeah, okay, that's fine. The Arabian mother goddess, also known as Alat. She was thought to reside in the Black Stone at the Kaaba, where she and her son Dusura were worshipped by desert nomads.
Is this demon to your liking?
I wouldn't go that far. Was this demon to my liking? Not really. I kind of like prefer the dragon compared to the stone that spins, but that's okay. We're not going to take Makarakarn or Tetrakarn. I can understand the benefit. Although we could take them over Donum Gladai and Donum Magi. Or Majesty. Yeah, I'm going to take both of them over these. After saying I'm not going to take them, I'm like, actually, yeah, you know what? That seems good. Energy Drink gets you MP, I think. So maybe that's the way to solve our MP issue. Hey, Chiyu now appears. That's Amon plus Flamus makes you that one. We can, this one, like, straight up, I'm just going to capture it when we get to that level. There's no reason to get it any other way. Now, Shrosha. I think that our best option for Shrosha is this one. I think that it's straight up that. Well, how much does Uriel cost on a rebuy? That's our next question. How much does he cost on a rebuy? Because if he costs less, then okay, he costs more. Let's have a quick look. Does anybody cost less on a rebuy? Because that might be the turning one. Like, he costs more. So who do we need to check? We need to check. Trumpeter costs more. Zal. Yeah, Zal's the only other one that we could check here. So how much does Zal cost for a rebuy? 100,000. Okay, so that is literally the cheapest. Let's get ourselves a Flamus. Actually, what can we can use? It has to be one specific one, doesn't it? It has to be Flamus. Okay, so let's grab ourselves a Flamus, and then we can fuse it. So Flamus is this one. We already know which one we're going for. We're going for these two. We already know that the only good move it has is that one. Cool. Let's go.
Is this demon to your
Yes, I would like to make my second Flamus of today. 4th Flamus we've used overall, I believe. I think. Maybe 5th. That's fine. Right, so now we've done that. Oh, I did actually want to stay in that menu. We can now make this guy for 70,000. There we go. And that's the rest of our money. Now, do I think that Shrosha is worth this amount? Like, this much money that we're putting into it? Absolutely not. But we're going to do it anyway. Now, we already have full heal. Do we want the other heal? I don't think so. We can go Null Fire and Great... I think that Null Force is a guarantee, because that's a weakness. Null Fire, Great Life Spring, Null Dark. Like, honestly, that's pretty funny. We don't need Heal Pleroma, because we already max heal. You're not very good at, like, buffing and debuffing. Do you have anything else? I mean, this one only costs 8. As we take it as, like, an extra. Yeah, it's a little weird, but I think that's our character there. In Zoroastrian lore, Shrosha's duty is to listen to humanity's cry for Ahura Mazda. It is also known to descend after sunset to vanquish evil, and its name literally means observance.
Is this demon to your liking?
I guess the resistances on this demon are actually really good. Like, if we brought that out against anything, it would survive. I think a lot of our demons at the later levels are like that. If we brought it out, it will survive long enough to get a heal off or something, and then it can go away after that. You now have the necessary demons to perform a new special fusion. Yes, it was one that we were missing. So that was the one that we were missing for Tyrant Mephisto. However, we've already made Mephisto. Well, we haven't made him, he was just in our party, so there we go. I don't believe we need him for anything else yet. Or at all. Said yet, like, oh yeah, there's definitely going to be something else. Now, I did get rid of our Mithras, which you might think is a bad move. There's an argument to be made there, because now we can't make Baal, but by the time we're making Baal, we will have made money again. Like, if not, like for no other reason than we will have done fights. That's pretty cool. What's our percentage at now? We must be really close to full. 88%. Now, I don't know whether this is going to cap. I think it will, based on how the other games worked, but I think it will cap based on the New Game Plus ones that unlock, because I believe that Nuwa and Abdiel will both unlock in New Game Plus, which means that effectively you can't get 100% registration until you're in New Game Plus. And I don't know, maybe if your level passes over for New Game Plus and your money, we could in theory set it up so that we could start a New Game Plus and then just, you know, make them and go, we got 100%. But I don't know. I'll need to look into that at the time. But anyway, we'll get every single one that we can get done, like in one playthrough at least. So, cool. Right, let's leave here. And I was thinking we would do the fight this time, but what I think we're going to do is we're going to leave the fight so we can come back next time, do the actual fight stuff, because we've basically just done leveling for the first 40 minutes here. So we'll come back next time, do the fight, and then we can maybe move into the second fight right after that. So, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time. Goodbye!